Okay, so this is going to be a very short lecture on a new feature that is available in GCP called OS Info. So to access that particular feature, the first thing that you need to do is you need to create an instance. So let's do that. Let's click on create instance. So let's create an E2 micro. Click on select. And let's create this instance. So I'm creating a E2 micro with a standard boot disk so that it falls under the free tier, so I don't have to pay for it. So let's click on create instance. So once you've created your instance, you can open your instance, and here you can find a new tab called OS Info. So if you open this OS Info, initially you'll see that this particular OS information is not available. So what you need to do is you need to make sure that your VM manager is installed. Now, to install VM manager, I will give a link in the description below as well as on the screen over here. So I have my VM manager installed, as you can see over here. So if I open this particular screen, you can see my VM manager is installed. So what I need to do is I need to wait for a few minutes for this OS info to show up the relevant information. So let's open this again. And let's again go to the OS info. So it says that you have to wait for a few minutes after you've created the instance. So let's wait for a few minutes and let's see what information this particular tab shows. Okay, it's been a few minutes and now I can see relevant information in my OS info tab. So if you go down, you can see all the vulnerabilities for this particular operating system. Now, this is the same information that you would have seen had you used the VM Manager vulnerability report. Now, a link to that I will give in the description below as well as on the screen over here. And apart from that, you can also apply updates for installed packages. So this is basically the same feature that is available in the OS patch management. So this has just been introduced within one particular instance. So let's do that. So let's apply updates. So let's click on updates available and click on yes. And let's select all these packages. And once I apply updates, what will happen is it will just redirect to this particular OS patch management screen. So let's do that. Let's click on apply updates. And let's click on next. You just need to give a name for your deployment. So I'll just call this as patchman. Again, let's click on next again. Start now. Next. And let's click on deploy. So this is basically the same feature that is available in the OS patch management. So let's wait for this to finish. Okay, so now if I go to my OS patch management and if I click on my patch jobs, you can see that that particular deployment is is executing right now. Okay, it's been around 15-20 minutes and finally our deployment is done. So let's go back to our instance. So let's open our instance here and let's go to the OS info screen again. And here what we should see is that there should be no updates with value yes. So that means all the updates have taken place. So that is it for this lecture. I will see you in the next.